Hello everyone, my name is Taylor Carr and this is Chit Chat Thursdays with Taylor. In this episode, I'll be talking to my special guest, David Deere. Nice to meet you.
Good to see you, Taylor.
Yes.
Yes.
So tell us about yourself, David.
Well, I'm from Arkansas. I'm with the University Center for Excellence in Developmental Disabilities there. That's similar to IDS. Ours is called Partners for Inclusive Communities. And I'm the director there.
Wow, that is awesome. What can you tell me from your experience being part of the AED Network?
Well, being part of the AED Network's been one of the most awesome experiences of my life. There are people all over the country that are doing similar things. We're working to make sure we include everyone in society and all aspects of life, and getting to be part of that and to meet the people from all around the country has just been a wonderful thing. I have thoroughly enjoyed it and feel very fortunate to be working at a USAID. I tell people that I can't believe they pay me to do this. It would be something to do even if I didn't get paid.
Sounds from your experience you had an awesome time.
I have had that. It has been an awesome time. And gotten to meet some of the most wonderful people in the world.
Mm-hmm. Me too. It's great that the AUCD does awesome things. Y'all need to check them out. I remember doing Lynn when you were leading it. How did you get involved in Lynn?
Well, I started out as a trainee. I actually was not a Lynn trainee. Our USAID didn't have Lynn, but I was a trainee at the center, and I was actually our first trainee, and I was the only trainee that year. I was by myself.
So you were by yourself?
I was by myself, but I had good people to work with and still working with a lot of them. That was 25 years ago. But the year I was there, we wrote our first Lynn grant proposal and were successful in getting it. So when I graduated, I went to work at the USAID and have been there since and have been doing Lynn all that time. So it sort of flowed out of my school that I was doing. And
yeah, you worked your way from the bottom to the top.
That's true. I have.
Awesome. I know that you retired from Lynn and will retire in January completely. What will you be doing?
Well, I'm looking. I really have mixed feelings about retiring, and I know in a couple of weeks when the Lynn classes start, I'm going to really miss not being part of it, and I'm already anticipating missing being part of the USAID and the AUCD network. But what I'm planning to do, as you ask, there are a couple of things. One of them I'm definitely going to do, and I've started working on that already. I've become really involved in fetal alcohol spectrum disorders, looking at what happens when babies are exposed to alcohol before they're born, and the effects that has on them. And we have not done much work in that area. And so I'm working in Arkansas to try to start some services. We started earlier this month. We had our first diagnostic clinic where we could make a diagnosis of someone with FASD. They published a study last year actually, and they found that 1 in 20 first graders were affected.
Really?
But less than 1% of them were diagnosed. And so these are people, a lot of times they get classified as behavior problems. Schools expel them a lot of times because of behaviors. Some of the people end up going into juvenile justice when they break laws, or a lot of them end up in foster care, and we aren't giving them proper supports because we're not identifying what it is. Yeah. And so we're treating them as if they could do things they're not capable of doing. And none of us like to do that. None of us
Yes.
like for people to, if you asked me to do your taxes, I would be very frustrated with that because I can't do that.
Me either.
And it's like that with everything else. We don't want to ask people to do things they can't do. We want to give them a chance to do everything they can. And people with FASD can do lots of things very well, but they need supports in areas that we're not giving them supports. So that's what I want to focus on in retirement.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Chit Chat Thursdays with Taylor. Please look forward to the next episode coming soon. This is Taylor Carley signing out.